Whilst I'm waiting for my next video to dry itself out before testing, I'm just going to do a short, hopefully short video and a bit of a shout out. The title of the video, as you will have seen, is Spring Has Sprung, and we know that, and I'll show you how we know that in a minute. But the shout out is to Sean of the Mancave Workshop. He's asked me a couple of questions lately, one on the Trangia stove, alcohol stove. I don't have one, but he's answered that himself very professionally. And if you've got one of these alcohol stoves, I would suggest you check it out, because he demonstrates how you preheat the stove before use, which is very useful. So how do I know spring has sprung? Well, it's the 21st of March for one thing, so I believe that is astronomical spring. But really you should go by developments in your environment. So I'm just going to take you through a few of those. And one of those, which I'm just going to show you now, is another question asked by Sean, and that was, can I get or show some frog spawn? Well, that's easy, and that has appeared last night, so it is spring. Watch this. So there you go, Sean. Frog spawn in our pond. There's also a newt just forward of the frog spawn. I don't know whether you can pick that up, but hopefully I'll show you a few more newts when it gets dark, because that's when they seem to come out. Right, we're just off up the garden just to see how many newts we have in the pond that we can see, because they all come out at night if I don't shine the torch directly on them until we get there. There they are, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, oh there's loads. Oh, they're eating the frog spawn. That's where the frog spawn goes. The newts eat it. So that's why we have no frog spawn, or it disappears. Look at them all. So we'll have to keep the frog spawn separate. Another demonstrator of spring, besides the plum blossom, is the birds giving it rock all in the morning. Just see how much of that frog spawn's left. Yeah, quite a bit. We're going to have to put it in a little cage or something. You won't be able to see it, it's too dark. It's about 5:30 in the morning. That's the seagulls off to work. Now this is my big rose hips, and they're coming out now into leaf. Unfortunately, the building site is getting a bit close, so I may lose them, probably will. Down on the ground there we have the very useful nettle coming up among the old dried nettle stalks, and I can snap a few of those off, put them in my pocket, use them to start the fire with when I get back. Down there we've got the goosegrass and garlic mustard coming up. That's the willow out there, early pollen for the insects, along with the crocuses of course. You just see a hint of frost on the field in the background there. We can at this year still get quite hard frosts and even snow into April, which it will be before long. Now there's in case of knowing your resources, I don't know whether you can... no, you won't be able to see. There's a bit of debris in the field up there, and that's part of a tree that's fallen down. On that part of a tree that's fallen down is some very thick ivy, and ivy is good for bow drills. I'm not sure whether this is blackthorn or hawthorn. I would think it'd be hawthorn. It's out a bit better in other places because it's quite a cold area, this. Not really, and not facing the sun as well. The sun will get round. Might be better on the other side. But at this time of year we can start getting some good snacks as we go around. With the young shoots, do a bit of browsing. Most of this is blackthorn, and most of it's on the wrong side to get maximum warmth and light. So the sun's coming up just to our left. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a short time. Just see frost and dew on top of the grass, just depending where it is. And there's quite a cool breeze, not a wind but a breeze blowing. Traffic's picking up now as everybody starts going to work. There goes the dog in search of sticks that she's left. So we're just now going to go and see if the pony is still there, because I went to check on it in the darkness yesterday and I couldn't find it, so I suspect it may have been moved to somewhere less boggy and a bit better looked after, I hope. That's the sun there just rising up through the hedge. Anyway, we do like to see the sun come up. Start of a new day. So we'll get into the field. I'm pretty sure the pony's not there. Oh, there it is. So it must have been hiding last night. Spotted us running over. Brought it 2 carrots anyway. No, Jess. I walked all the way around the field last night. I didn't see it. It was dark, mind. Hey, that'll do. But I thought the dog would have told me where it was. No, Jess, come out of there. How we doing, matey? Hey? Give over, Jess. Carrots out yours. Let's have a look at the state of its teeth. Get out of it! Still got that, is it called mange? Don't know what it is. Is it a parasite, a fungus? What? I would think colloidal silver would treat it, whatever it is. I don't think it really shows up in the camera. It's just like loads of loose skin, flaking skin. Right, so I found out why it was possibly, I couldn't find it last night. And why I couldn't find it was probably because it wasn't there. This is the adjacent field. And we've got very distinct hoof marks travelling in this direction. There. 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 So we're just going to see if we can track where it's been. It's been prancing around here and then it's changed direction and gone back again. But I'm not surprised it could get out. I mean, it would have difficulty, but it could squeeze through anywhere along this fence line. Anyway, it seems it can get out and get back in again. And as long as it stays in this field or the further field, it'll be all right. Now, I haven't made a lot of progress on that. I've made a little bit of progress on that, on those dumped containers, but unfortunately somebody else has taken to tipping them out. But as I say, this whole area is going to be developed on very presently. So we're not going to get too excited about it all. What a wonderful spring morning. Apart from the traffic noise, of course, but that can't be helped.